Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over my sales on Poshmark from May 15th through the 21st, which was the third week of May, and sales were kind of, but we're going to go ahead and see what sold for me, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so starting off on May 15th, I sold one item. It was this Rails blue and white plaid button-up. I did purchase this at a garage sale where I found a lot of Bolo brands that I've never found before, and I'm going to link it up here for you guys to go and watch. It was pretty exciting for me to find all these brands, but this sold for $25. My cost of goods was $2.81 at a garage sale, like I mentioned, and so my profit ended up being $17.19, and it only took 9 days to sell. I did accept a little bit lower of an offer just because this thing had so much pilling on it. I did get a sweater shaver from Amazon, and it works magically, but there still was just a little bit of wear to it, so I did accept a little bit of a lower offer. May 16th and May 17th were both no sale days for me. But May 18th, I sold 5 items. So first was this See You Monday pink dress. I believe it was new with tags. I got it in a mystery kind of box that I got from my friend Veronica here on YouTube. And we did a collab with another one of our reseller friends, Andrea. And I will link that video up here in case you guys want to go and check it out, where I opened my box that Veronica sent me. This was an item that she included. We went to the bins, shopped for each other, and sent each other what we got. So this item was a little bit interesting. We were trying to go back and forth on whether it was a women's or a children's dress. Everything that I found pointed that it was a women's dress. And so I did label it as women's, but I did include the measurements for it. And so someone did purchase it. And so they did accept it when they received it, but they did note that they were questioning the sizing, but I just labeled it as what I was able to find online and on the tag itself. Next, I sold this Athletica blue Pacifica top. It was long sleeve, really cute. If it was my size, I would have kept it. It sold for $24 with a shipping discount. When I mention shipping discounts, I normally give $1.50 unless I'll tell you I gave the $2.49 or whatever else it is. So I did give a shipping discount. My cost of goods was only $4 at Salvation Army, and so my profit ended up being $13.70, but this did take a little bit longer to sell. It took 136 days. The next thing was also Athleta. It was this black peaceful cardigan. It was really cute, really cozy. Sold for $25. My cost of goods was only $3 at Salvation Army. And so my profit ended up being $17, and it took 135 days to sell. I love selling Athleta, but sometimes these pieces can sit a little bit longer. The next thing that sold for me on the 18th was this Vince Camuto red sleeveless jumpsuit. Super cute. Sold for $15, a little bit less than what I was hoping, but I wanted to go ahead and make room because it was a rather tall jumpsuit, and so it was taking up a lot of storage space. So sold for $15. My cost of goods was $4 at a Goodwill, and so my profit ended up being $8, and it took 32 days to sell, so a pretty quick flip. Last thing that sold on the 18th was this Kashik pink black lace bra. It sold for $15. My cost of goods was only $1.32 at the Goodwill bins, where I paid by the pound. And so my profit ended up being $10.68, and it sold in 63 days. May 19th, I sold 4 items, and 2 of those items was in a bundle. So that 2-item bundle consisted of this Gap denim chambray short sleeve dress and this new with tags Chico's blue Earline, I believe is how you say it, cardigan. So the Gap dress I got at the bins, and it took 121 days to sell. And then the Chico's cardigan I got in that same mystery box from Veronica, and it took 38 days to sell. So together I accepted, or maybe I sent an offer of $40, and my cost of goods was only $2.48 for the both of them. So my profit ended up being $29.52 for the 2 items, which I thought was pretty good. Then I sold this pair of Born purple floral sandals. Now, I've never picked up or sold Born sandals before, or Born shoes in general. I wanted to pick them up. They were only $1 at a Salvation Army, and so I thought low cost of goods, might as well see, how it does. I sold them for $15, so not bad, and my profit ended up being $11, and they took 42 days to sell. I'm glad I picked them up during the summertime or at the start of summertime, because a lot of those type of summer shoes are selling now for me. The last item that sold on the 19th was another pair of shoes, but this was a pair of Ulukai boys navy slip-on on like sneakers, and they sold for $16 with a shipping discount. My cost of goods was $96 at a garage sale, and so my profit ended up being $10.34, and it only took 22 days to sell. I have really good luck with the adult Olukai shoes, so I wanted to pick up the kids' shoes because I saw them at a garage sale and they did pretty good. May 20th, I only sold one item. It was this New with Tags Donna Morgan blue purple floral dress. I picked it up at the bins just because it was New with Tags, and I ended up taking it, I think, to maybe Plato's or a consignment store, but they did not accept it. So I decided to list it myself, and you'll see this day and the first item I sold the next day. I was just ready to get rid of these items. I sold this dress for $8. My cost of goods was 63 cents at the Goodwill bins. So my profit was $4.42, and it took 162 days to sell. And then on the 21st, I did sell 5 items. So that first item that was also ready to get rid of was this Cosmopolitan pink and green slip. It was actually very lightweight, so it wasn't taking up a whole lot of room, but I had it for a while. It sold for $6. My cost of goods was $0 because it was given to me in a box of things from someone off of Nextdoor. And so my profit ended up being $3.05, and it took 167 days to sell, but the seller accepted it and left me a really sweet note about the item. Then I sold this pair of Sam Edelman blue Charlene flats. That was the style name. They sold for $15. My cost of goods was $1.80 at a garage sale, and so my profit was $6.25, but they sold in one day. Now this did have a section near the back heel where the fabric had kind of like rubbed. I don't know what happened, but there was a little kind of spot where there was no fabric. So I did note that, and that's why they only sold for $15. But I did sell this Catherine's blue floral swimsuit. It was a one piece, but it kind of had like the skirt bottom. It sold for $23. My cost of goods was $4.99 at a Goodwill. My profit was $13.41, and it sold in 11 days. Another plus size item that sold for me that day was this Torrid black mesh skater dress. You can see here I did use the stock photo as my cover photo because my photos just were not captivating the beauty of this dress. So it sold for $23. My cost of goods was only $2.50 at a garage sale, and so my profit ended up being $15.90, and it only took 2 days to sell. So I really love selling Torrid. Then the last thing that sold for me on the 21st and for this week was this pair of Boggs Girls purple paisley boots. Now these I picked up at the bins, so that they were relatively inexpensive, but someone had taken a Sharpie to them. There was some fraying on the handle pulls. They were in not so great shape as far as the fabric. As far as the rubber and those soles, they were in amazing condition, but I still sold them for $14. My cost of goods was only $1.32 at the bins, and so my profit was $9.72, and it only took 32 days to sell. So like I said, I did have a lot less sales this week, but the next week did pick up, so I'm excited to show you guys what sold the next week and how my May went. Spoiler alert, it went amazing. So this week though, I did sell 16 items. My gross sales before any platform fees, any cost of goods, anything, was $2.73, which meant that my average sale price per item was $17.06, which is relatively good. And then my net profit was $177.53. So that's after cost of goods, after Poshmark fees, and after shipping discounts I provided. My average profit per item was then $11.10. So like I said, just not as many sales as I have been getting, but that's okay. Sometimes we get slow weeks and the next week it kicks back up again. And sometimes we have a couple of slow weeks in a row, but that is the beauty of reselling. It is a roller coaster, and I can't help but love it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please think about giving it a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy Poshmark and reselling type content like what sold videos like this one, and tips and tricks, and one that I love doing is thrift hauls. And go ahead and hit that bell notification if you do subscribe. That way you're notified every time that I put out a new video, and I hope to see you in my next one.